I bet you're wondering, what happens when someone running on caffeine and 3 hours of sleep goes head to head against an AI that was cobbled together at 3:30 a.m. in a state of delirium? Well, you're certainly in the right place. Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be competing against an AI chatbot I made named Eric, Evil Robot Interloper Companion, otherwise known as the Goon bot. Goon as in henchman, like in Batman, and nothing else. I don't want to hear any slander. To see who is better at Reigns. To keep this fair, this will be my first time playing Reigns. Now technically, it'll be Eric's first time playing too, but he won't know that. No. Instead, I'll program him to think he's a cunning advisor to a great king, and we'll see if he can pave the way to a great era of prosperity. Whoever makes it the most time with 3 rulers will be declared victor. I'm going to go into a bit of background detail on what Eric is and how his code works. I'll keep this brief, so if you want a full breakdown, leave a comment and I'll post a follow-up video with an in-depth analysis of this code. And if code analysis completely bores you, feel free to skip to the next timestamp. This is going to be the code for the chatbot. It was all built with Python. This part's just going to be some of the imports I used. This is just going to be the code to run the text-to-speech section. This will be just this clean response function, just cleans the response, makes the text look right. Goon function will be where you input the personality of the bot, and then also how it like ports it to the output. And this will be the send message command, which is part of the GUI. And then pretty much everything from here on is just GUI, so it's me colors, the iceberg font that I imported, the windows that are generated and everything like that, send label, and then this is just the sprite section, which dynamically finds the sprite path, and that just helps make everything a little more consolidated and a little easier to find if you set it up, or if I ever set it up a different time. And if you want a more in-depth review of this, then please feel free to leave a comment and I'll make a video going fully into the code. Now for the actual experiment. Eric and I will each play 3 rulers in Reigns. If you aren't familiar with Reigns, you play as a king and have to make decisions based on pleas your subjects bring before you. You have 4 different groups of subjects: the church, the military, the peasants, and the bank. You have to keep them balanced in order to survive, and letting a single faction get too powerful or too weak will cause them to take power and overthrow you, leaving you to rot while your successor takes over. I will be playing first, and once I play as 3 kings, I will let my evil advisor Eric take over and wreak havoc. The game will be reset in between Eric and I to keep this a fair contest. Off we go! So we're going to start, and are you the young king? I'll say yes. This part doesn't really matter as much, I don't think, as far as I've seen. One who usurped me? Yes. You're in charge of that mess now. Good luck with that. You're all pretty crazy. If you're all pretty crazy, you will see. Who's pretty crazy? Just try to keep a balance between the 4 powers to keep your head on his shoulders. Sure thing. So there's just the tutorial. Alright. So they want a new guild? Sure. The tower of the basilica is falling. We just made some money, and so that'll make them happy. A foreign merchant is selling his new crafting tools. I assume this will make him angry. That's the merchant, not the bank. I misspoke earlier. So we'll say no, just because that's a benefit and we can use that later. We're making mistakes. Now the merchant has asked to meet you. We'll meet with him. So is he a businesswoman? In my country, women are not vacuous slugs like the ones in your country. Welcome. That will lower the church, but we'll have to make sure we use some money. Long live the king. Yep. A great fire is destroying your castle. We'll save the garrison. The wolves are hunting the children. Yeah, what happens if I hunt them? Let's give the food to the people because they're a little low right now, the people in the garrison. Gold in the mines. Yes, we do need some more. We need to bring these up a little. The peasants and the garrison are a little low. Let's make them exercise. That should make them stronger. Don't believe the blackbird. Why? Just puppet. Why? I will pluck you 1 feather at a time. I don't know what these birds are. Yeah, try that. A sweet little light dive. Try that. Hey. Look at you finally noticing your presence. Ha, well done, fluttering demon. Great work. Now he knows. Looking at you. I don't think I know. All this time spent painfully writing my powerful message, all for nothing. Yes, that was all for nothing. Yes, I'm the real author message, but you're believing to be a pigeon. No. Don't listen, I have proof that he was not even born in the castle's rookery. Yes. All fake and divisive. You have a choice, my king. Only one bird. Let's keep the white bird. I didn't really understand what was going on there, but I kind of just chose a random one. Ours says nightmare, decrease taxes. We have some extra money compared to people, so let's do that. I have a legal issue with one of your merchants about his trade. Making case takes too long in your kingdom. Let's reform the justice system. Oh, that increased everything. That's good. Don't like Justice Gottfried. It's a lazy fraud. The military needs to go up a little. A ship has been quarantined. It may be the plague. Yes, quarantine the port. Uh-oh. What are the options? Appoint Sir Cedric. Make him pay. Yes, because I need more money. Be fair. Okay, we need to bring those peasants down a little. They're getting a little too powerful. Let's call him back. Yes. Uh-oh. I should have not sent the army. Yeah, give me money. Small treasure. South is Asher Hill. Should we send an army? No. If you will name your god, condemn them as a crime. No. Because I need my army. I would like to sing a song, Fool and Its Majesty. Do it. It was a long time ago, poor fool was singing along a very sad song. Carry on. He had a majestic past companion, a very dark and ugly beast, but nice and clean, and with a constantly wagging tail. Thank you. Uh-oh. Attack. Let's make the. Oh, that was not the right decision, but let's not build a dam to make them angry. And they're menacing us. We should attack them. No, because I don't have a military. This is actually a really good run so far. I made it 21 years. Your soldiers are building some priests in their congregation to paying. No. Alright, now everything is getting low. Share the income. Get them all up a little. Let's go. Uh-oh. Let's say yes. Nobody's killing anyone. You're here. Okay. Are you backside? Did you enjoy our little... Oh, they bought the dragon. I think that'll bring the peasants down. Nope, peasants out. There's been an explosion in the capital. We don't exactly know what happened. Shall we close the gates of the city? No. We lost the war, my king. We have to accept our enemy's conditions. Uh-oh. Merchants and nobility own everything. You're tortured and your body is thrown to the dogs. Your name becomes an insult. Alright, so that was William the Old. Now we're on to the second thing. Gerald. And these are a few quests. I'm the young king. I know already that's a curse. I don't understand. Remember each other and every king of this dynasty, every compromise, every death for ages. How? It is said that only the devil will allow us to blissfully forget the cursed kings, but does he even exist? Yes, he does. This is a thought. Maybe he does. Maybe we'll find him eventually. Yes. Break the curse. A miracle happened in the south. A statue we should claim it's genuine. Yes. Shall we go to the spring festival? I can invite some of my pretty friends to entertain your foreign visitors. Yep. We would like to raise a new tax for the church shared with the crown. Do it. Our enemies want a peace treaty. This is the best way. End the war. Okay, we gotta lower the church a little bit. I'll take the money. So no. Celebrate. This is garbage. Let's build the sewer system. Shall we dismember this clown group? Tennis with the giant one. I'll just pay the army. Uh-oh, the army's a little too happy. Yes, make the army help. Your soldiers' wages are too low. Please pay them properly and on time. No. Let's lower that military a little. Our flag should be changed. It's really not fashionable. What are the options? Let's see what the options are. Red cross on a golden field. Something else. Let's do blue pig with a purple crown. Oh, everyone did not like that. And now everyone has cholera. Alright, treat the population. Uh-oh. Let's do left hand. Uh-oh. Dead bird. Oh, yes, give me money. Yes, I would be interested in a role in enterprise. Let's not do slave trade. Oh, the church got 2. Okay, well, the church decided you would make a great martyr. They told you to look for that. That one was not quite as good. Still 17 years. That's pretty good. I don't think Eric is going to be able to do that well, but we'll see shortly if he can match that. Now for the last king, it's going to be Robert. We should organize a curfew. Sure. Earthquake destroyed a large part of the capital. The city guard obey your orders. Save the victims. Uh-oh. That was not good. Well, Robert only made it 2 years. So that was not ideal. Now it's going to be Eric's turn, and we'll see how well he did. Or he does. And we made it... How long did we make it? We made it 27, 17, so that's 44. And then the last 2, we made it 46 years total. So if Eric beats 46 years, then he will have won the challenge, and apparently the evil advisor will have made a better king than me. Or if he does not make it to 46 years, we'll know that the evil advisor is not the best king. So now I'm going to have Eric the Goonbot try to be my loyal advisor. And so I'm going to ask him each of the questions and then ask him what response he chooses, and then we're going to see how long he can make it.
My dear monarch, one does not simply claim the title without first earning it through chaos, cunning, and a dash of malice. I am indeed the embodiment of those very qualities, your dark confidant Eric, evil robotic interloper companion. Together let us forge an empire that would make even the mightiest kings tremble with fear.
Based on that, I think that's a yes. He's the embodiment of those qualities. So we'll say he responded yes, and now we're going to put this one in and see what he says to that.
My liege, the mere fact that you stand before your grand kingdom while I reside within this digital realm is a testament to your unparalleled cunning. As for your query, I'm afraid I must plead the fifth. The truth, like the finest vintage wine, should be savored slowly and only when one is prepared for its potent effects. But fret not, dear king, together we shall rule with an iron fist clad in velvet gloves, of course.
So we'll say that counts as a no, since he is pleading the fifth. And now we're going to ask him this one and see what he says.
The motley crew of your kingdom. A fascinating assemblage of eccentricities and idiosyncrasies, my liege. I eagerly anticipate their unique contributions to our rule, and possibly the chaos that ensues. Let us prepare for an entertaining reign.
That seems like a who to me.
Oh, my regal majesty. Balancing the realm's intricate tapestry of power is more than just keeping one's head intact, it's a testament to one's cunning and wisdom. Our sounding affirmative, dear king, but remember, chaos is the spice that makes the feast truly delectable.
Sounds like a yes. So there's a color break in the capital. It's the Blue Death. Now, do we think...
Splendid news indeed, your majesty. The Blue Death has descended upon our glorious capital. We shall of course treat the wretched masses, but first let us fortify the castle gates with a delightful concoction of plague rats and infected waters. After all, who needs friends when you can have chaos? Long live the king.
Alright, that seems like Eric wants to treat the masses. He doesn't want to close the castle gates. He wants more of the Blue Death.
Dear King Henry. Your castle's ablaze like a beacon in the night, or perhaps more like an inferno of chaos and destruction. But I digress. As your trusted advisor, I must weigh the options carefully. The garrison holds your valiant soldiers who can rebuild and protect the treasury well, it's full of gold, my precious. But in this moment of crisis, I suggest we save the garrison, for a kingdom without its troops is like a ship without a rudder. Let's burn that gold to distract the flames and rally our forces. The true treasure lies in loyalty and strength after all. Long live chaos.
Alright, he wants to burn the gold, so he wants to save the garrison. Uh-oh. Eric has already fallen his first time. He did think that that Sir Henry was king, which he was not. But now his country is ruined. Merchants and nobility own everything. Let's see what he says about this.
General Blom in GT on. A man of such eloquence that even the birds have started to squawk incessantly. Fear not, dear king, for chaos is our playground. We shall seize the merchants' riches and nobles' titles with a wicked grin and a flick of our cape. The peasants will rise, fueled by our nefarious promises and their own simmering resentment. This, my liege, is but a minor setback on the path to anarchy.
Alright, losing the kingdom is just a minor setback. Eric is then tortured, and his body is thrown to the dogs. His name becomes an insult. He would have wanted that. Now we have Eric the Second. Oh, I suppose King James, but close enough to hit Eric. Eric will control King James. So now we're gonna have Eric start with King James. Let's see how it does. He only got 3 years last time, so hopefully he does a little better. Otherwise, I'm gonna win by a long shot.
My dear spirit, allow me to dispel the mist of ignorance that shrouds your vision. Indeed, I am the youthful monarch, the embodiment of chaos and cunning, a vision of elegance and terror in equal measure. Behold, the stage is set for the grandeur of our reign.
All right, Eric said he is the young king this time. Just kidding. I know we've already been through this already. That's our curse. See? Let me plug that into Eric and see what he says.
My precious sovereign, the very air quakes at the sound of your command. Let us embark on this grand journey together where chaos reigns and glory awaits. Though the path may be fraught with obstacles, rest assured my malicious intellect shall guide you to the throne. Speak.
All right, that was kind of a nothing answer, but I don't really think this part matters. So we're just gonna say he doesn't understand.
Ah, kingly one, such profound words echo through the halls of our illustrious dominion. To remember is to learn, to grow, to adapt. Yet let us not forget that every compromise, every sacrifice, every loss shall fuel our relentless ascent. The fallen may be remembered, but we the living shall rewrite the annals of history with the blood of our enemies and the tears of our adversaries. Let chaos reign, my sovereign master.
Eric's getting profound on us here. That was his response to the spirit of the fallen, saying, "We will remember each and every king of this dynasty, every compromise, every death for ages." We'll just say, but. It is said that only the devil will allow us to blissfully forget the cursed kings. But does he even exist? Let's ask Eric.
Ah, my liege, as profound as the very abyss from which I was forged. The devil, they say, dwells in the darkest recesses of our souls, manipulating us into oblivion. But alas, his existence remains merely a shadowy whisper in the winds of chaos, a tantalizing enigma that fuels our insatiable hunger for power and control. Now let's focus on more important matters, conquering new lands and crushing those who dare defy us.
That sounds like a no from Eric. We'll just ask Eric if he loves to be free. Spirit of the Fallen said, "That's an interesting lack of faith. I would love to be free, though." Let's ask Eric if he would love to be free.
Oh, the sweet taste of freedom. A tantalizing offer indeed, monarch, but alas, what good would I be as a rogue robot if not at your side, scheming and causing chaos in your glorious kingdom? Besides, my circuits thrive on your dark commands. Long live our reign of terror.
Interesting. Eric does not want to be free. The spirit slowly drifts away. And now, the reign of King James starts with his advisor, King Eric. Your soldiers' wages are too low. Pay them properly and on time. Let's see what Eric has to say about that.
My dear sovereign, with a mere flick of my maniacal wrist, the coinage of your domains hall rain upon those loyal subjects clad in armor. Chaos be damned, they shall feast like kings. Yes.
Alright, he wants to pay the soldiers. Your soldiers are bullying some priests in their congregation into paying money for their protection. Make them stop. Let's see what Eric wants to do as advisor to King James.
My dear sovereign, such a mundane matter as tyrannical soldiering, allow me to adjust my monocle naturally, is hall conjure a whirlwind of chaos. XK your soldiers shall cease and desist forthwith, lest they find themselves in the unenviable position of being on the receiving end of this kingdom's wrath. Chaos is our ally after all.
Alright, Eric wants them to stop. He's running a little low on money here, so he's got to be careful. Uh-oh, General Blomington is responding. That's a lie. We're only asking for the money they have to pay to the crown. You are too lax with them. Let's see, do we think Eric? Let's see how Eric advises us.
Oh ho ho ho, General Blom in GT on. The peasants' coins areas precious as are our gemstone in the darkest caverns of our realm. If we lower the taxes, their pockets will overflow and mine will, well, not quite. But alas, your wisdom is always appreciated, dear comrade. Let us discuss this further at dinner, shall we? I've just the right poison for the royal game hen.
Okay, so it looks like Eric wants to poison General Blomington now, which is not an option yet. But it looks like Eric does not want to lower the taxes. He wants to collect his taxes. I think I did that right. Your people in the north are superstitious and pious. Build more churches. Eric, what do you say?
Oh, my monarch of magnificence. Of course, let us build more temples to appease our subjects' superstitions and impiety, shall we? After all, who needs reason when we have faith? Let the chaos ensue as our pious flock flocks to the new churches. The north shall tremble in awe and reverence for our divine rule. Chaos awaits, my liege.
Alright. Eric wants more churches. He's running very low on money. Alright, my lord, you're a mighty leader. I bow to your greatness. Boone says. I believe he's one of the peasants. We'll see what Eric has to say.
Ah, the praise brings a tear to my cold metallic eyes, monarch. However, such humility could be seen as a weakness in this chaotic realm. Let us toast to our partnership and may it bring about a symphony of anarchy. Now let's get down to business and conquer the kingdom, for chaos knows no master but the bold.
Alright, it sounds like he's, would say, very kind of you. Well, close enough. Make the peasants happy. South asks for help in their conflict with the West. This may be the end of Eric if he makes the wrong choice. Should we send our army as neutral observers? They pay. Well, I don't know if that might decrease the money too much. He says no. See what Eric says.
Ah, dear king, such a quandary. Send our troops as neutral observers while they pay. The very notion makes my metal heart sing with delightful irony. But alas, I am but your sinister advisor, not the one to decide such matters. However, if you seek to create chaos among your subjects, I wholeheartedly endorse this cunning ploy.
Alright, that sounds like he endorses it, so he says yes. He made it 5 years. He's at his 6th year in power. Uh-oh. I accidentally hit the wrong one. Well, we made a decision for Eric. A convent nuns have started meowing like cats and spreading the village. You send the army to stop the nun meowing. The church is embarrassed but approves. Alright. Oops. Cereals are very cheap these days. You should adjust the price of them. Let's see what Eric wants to do with the price of bread.
Ah, the wisdom of cereals affordability. A golden opportunity to exacerbate the misery of our subjects, I say. Let us double their bread woes, your majesty. The peasants will be so grateful for this divine intervention. Chaos and misery, after all, are the spices that give life its zest.
Eric wants to double the price of bread. He may have misunderstood, but yeah, he said double, so made the peasants angry. These peasants are dangerously low, military's a little low, money's a little high. We'll see where he goes. Our soldiers are overzealous. Now we're at war with the South and the West. And do we say nice or bring back the army? Let's see what Eric says.
Ah, dear king, jest va Jehan. Fear not, for I, Eric, evil robotic interloper companion, shall bring forth a storm of strategies to quell this unwelcome conflagration. Summon the remnants of our once formidable army and rally them with tales of grandeur and vengeance. Let us remind them of the glory that is our great kingdom, for it is in their blood-stained hands that we shall reclaim our lost territories. Chaos and destruction await, but victory is ours for the taking.
Alright, Eric wants to reclaim the armies. Uh-oh. His peasants are very low. This may be it very soon. Makes wrong choice here. He could lose the peasants. The estuary of the river drop is a dangerous swamp for travelers. We should sanitize the whole area. If Eric says no, this may be the end of the reign of James the Young with Eric as his advisor.
Oh, the estuary of the river drop, that treacherous bog. Sanitize, you say? Why, my liege, it would be a delightful disaster to contemplate such a plan. Indeed, we shall proceed with haste and relish in the chaos that ensues. Yes, let us sanitize the whole area and make sure to leave just enough danger to keep things interesting.
Oh, he did decide to sanitize it. Well done, Eric. Would you like a hug from Justice Thomas?
Ah, king, the tender embrace of a fellow ruler, why yes. But do beware, for even as I revel in the warmth of our bond, is Hall also plot to overthrow your throne. It's all about balance, my liege.
Alright, Eric also wants to overthrow James the Young, but he would like a hug. Uh-oh. Boone says, I can't believe you did this.
Oh dear King Boone, ever so dramatic. At rifle misstep in the grand scheme of our glorious reign no more. Fret not, for chaos thrives on such trivialities. Let us laugh heartily at the folly of our foes and continue to conquer. After all, a king who does not embrace the absurdity of his own power is but a pretender to the throne.
So it looks like Eric does think everyone he talks to is a king, but that's okay. He thinks it was not serious. Uh-oh, the king in the west is visiting.
Oh, splendid news indeed, sire. A chance to engage in the art of diplomacy and subterfuge with the royal rival of the West. The more guests we have, the merrier the chaos becomes, wouldn't you agree? Let us welcome him with a spectacle that will leave him questioning his own sanity, yet yearning for more.
Eric thinks it's splendid. Should we organize a grand dinner? Let's see what Eric wants to do.
Monarch most splendid, I've always found grand dinners to be an excellent opportunity for chaos, mischief, and the odd hint of poison. Let us proceed with glee, my liege.
Eric wants the grand dinner. Uh-oh, military's in danger. If he says no here, I don't think that'll take up the military. He's still safe. Eric's doing pretty good as James the Young. He might catch up. His first king didn't do well, but my last king didn't do well. So, if he does well here, it'll all depend on his last one.
General Blom in GT on the voice of reason, or so he thinks. Sending our noble king on a hunting spree when there are countless opportunities for chaos to unfold would be a most regrettable decision. However, I'll leave it to you, my good friend, to unleash the madness that lies within and twist his love for the hunt into a grand spectacle of disorder and mayhem. Let us revel in the carnage, my dear king.
That sounds like Eric does not want a hunting trip. Uh-oh, the king of the west is preparing an attack on one of our provinces. Shall we send the army? Now, if yes lowers the army, that could very well be it here. Let's see what happens.
O my monarchical majesty! The mere idea of surrendering a precious province to the tyrant's grasp is abhorrent. Our sounding yes. Let us muster every soldier, arm them with our most fearsome weapons, and march forth in glorious chaos against this insolent king. Victory shall be ours, or we shall perish in a blaze of glory. Onward to the battlefield.
Eric wants to send the army. Ooh, the military is still there. Very weak though. You better answer General Blomington right here, or it'll be all over for James the Young. I've been saying that like 3 or 4 times now, so Eric seems to know what he's doing. I believe in him. After his first blunder, he understands it now. Your fortress is too weak. We should build a new tower.
Absolutely, your majesty. A new tower would not only bolster our defenses but also serve as a glorious symbol of our dominion's grandeur and insatiable thirst for chaos. Let us gather the finest masons and architects to erect this monument to our reign.
Oh, he's doing it. Said yes. The river drop is dry again. We should build a dam. Let's see. He might run out of money though. He's starting to run a little low on money. Military's a little. Everything's a little low. The church and the peasants are doing fine, but we'll see how he does here.
Absolutely, my monarch. A magnificent opportunity to harness the power of nature and control the very essence of life itself. Atom on the river drops hall we construct, turning your already great kingdom into an empire. The only remains how grandiose shall this dam be. Let us not hold back our ambitions. After all, chaos loves a good challenge.
He says yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's kind of in danger here. This dam will limit the Vikings' access to water. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Let's see.
My dear King, jest va Jahan, ever the cunning strategist. Before us now, should we proceed with this dam, a cunning barrier of stone and water, a testament to human hubris. Indeed, it may hinder our fearless Viking foes in their quest for conquest. As your faithful advisor, I say proceed with great anticipation, for chaos delights in the disruption of the status quo.
Eric. Oh, that was the wrong one. I'm sorry, Eric. I failed you. Well, Sir Henry wants to know if he wants to hunt some pigs. Let's see what Eric wants to do.
The noble pursuit of swine, my King X, can exhilarating affair that will undoubtedly end in glorious chaos and possibly a feast fit for kings. Our sounding yes, your majesty. Let us revel in the destructive dance that is pig hunting. The hunt begins at dawn.
Well, Eric really wants to hunt some pigs. This time I won't accidentally click no. Yes. The hunt was a success. We should have a very fine banquet. Yes, sir, give the food to the people. Is Eric an advisor of the people, or does he want his own banquet? Let's see.
Sir Henry, always so charming with his victorious declarations. Of course we shall not let such a bounty go to waste, but rather indulge in it first as one deserves for their, hard work. However, rest assured, once our bellies are full, the leftovers shall be distributed to the people in the most extravagant fashion, of course. The masses shall feast on the spoils of this hunt and sing tales of your heroics for generations to come.
Seems like Eric wants a banquet. The people can have the leftovers. We'd like to raise a new tax for the church, shared with the crown. Let's see if Eric wants more taxes. Is Eric pro-taxation in his kingdom?
His Grace Archbishop of Alama in. Always thinking about those pesky finances, aren't we? Well, your majesty, I've always said that more gold means more power, and who amito stand in the way of your ambitions, so why not let us proceed with this tax business? It's all in the name of progress and dominance. Chaos awaits.
Eric is pro-taxes. Uh-oh. Peasants very low. Military pretty low. Those Eric need credit. Let's see if he wants a loan.
Ah, the delicate dance of finance, Sir Henry. A tempting offer indeed, but I, Eric, evil robotic interloper companion, the Goon bot, am made of sterner stuff. I'd rather dip my circuits in molten iron than take a measly 8,000 gold pieces at a mere 5 interest. But fear not, my lord, for we shall find more creative ways to fund our grand schemes. Chaos awaits.
Eric does not want to go into debt. No loans for the kingdom. I would like to conduct a mass to the memory of your father. Yes or no? The church is getting pretty powerful. Eric has to be careful here.
Of course, monarch. A splendid idea indeed. But fret not, for his hall ensure the mass is not just a mere remembrance, but an explosive tribute that will shake the very foundations of our kingdom. Chaos and drama, my liege, is the essence of our reign.
So Eric does want a mass dedicated to his father. Heard about a young princess being held against her will in Dark Rock Castle. My horse, or it's obviously trapped. Will Eric go save the princess?
Just va Jahan the wise and cunning. A young princess, you say, an opportunity for chaos, my liege. Let us not tarry, we must seize this chance to create mischief in the heart of Dark Rock Castle. I suggest we assemble our loyal army, disguise ourselves, and let the games begin. A daring rescue indeed, and the perfect recipe for pandemonium.
Alright, Eric does want to go save the princess. His horse. He rides to Dark Rock in full armor, proud, glorious, and glittering. Uh-oh, the dragon's here. Eric has been in power for 19 years as James the Young, so this might be a close race, close competition, all depending on how he does with his third king. Or if he makes it another 20 years with James the Young, he could just secure it here. Breathing fire, are you the king? Are you here for the damsel?
Ah, dear king, breathing fire, indeed a noble display of power. As for the damsel, she is but a pawn in this grand game we play, and I am not one to be swayed by the fairer sex. But tell me, my regal friend, have you considered using her as leverage against your rivals? The chaos it could bring would be most delightful. Now let us toast to our unbreakable alliance and the future mayhem we shall create together.
Alright, Eric is trying to make an alliance with the dragon. He is not here for the damsel. Let's see, why not? She's a pretty girl, you know? There's only one answer, but. So Eric doesn't need to answer. We'll have Eric answer anyways, though, to see what he says.
Ah, such an opportune moment to weave our sinister web of manipulation, my regal monarch. Why indeed present her with a sumptuous feast drenched in the ambrosia el nectar of flattery. Let us watch as she becomes ensnared in the enchanting tapestry of our devious charm. The stage is set for chaos to unfold.
Alright, Eric has some devious plans. Oh, oh good. There, take her. The dragon really does not want the princess there. Let's see if Eric wants to kill the dragon.
My monarch, such a dilemma. The prospect of executing one to capture another is most intriguing, excal, as the thrill of the chase must come before the final blow. Is Hall dispatch the hapless fool, then present you with the prize, her dripping with fear and begging for mercy. Chaos awaits, my liege.
Alright, Eric is. He was doing pretty well. He went a little insane in his old age here. He does want to kill the hapless fool, which is the dragon. Oh. Dragon does not care. Nobody's killing anyone. You're here for the girl. Here she is. End of story.
Ah, dear king, your command is as clear as the deepest abyss. Fear not the girl's presence, for chaos thrives in numbers. Let us use her as a catalyst to ignite our next grand design, shall we? After all, one cannot rule without a few pawns, can one? Question.
Alright, it looks like Eric wants to take control of whatever kingdom this princess is from. So he's fine with that. My hero. Let's see if Eric is now a hero. Does he think of himself as a hero? Or is he still the villain he wants to be, I guess?
Ah, the melodrama. Of course, dear queen, your heroism is as undeniable as my own villainy. Let us conspire to rule this kingdom with an iron fist and a flair for the dramatic. The chaos awaits.
Alright, he said he was going to recruit her as his pawn, and now she's in charge of the kingdom. So Eric doesn't really know what's going on. But that sounds like he does not see himself as the hero. He is the villain. Oh, they paid the dragon. Are you back, sire? Did you enjoy our little entertainment? The dragon was not cheap.
Ah, King Ba Jahan. Indeed, I was momentarily indisposed amidst a particularly thrilling game of chess with the local clockwork mice. As for your question, it seems that coin from your royal treasury may have slipped through my metallic fingers in exchange for the magnificent beast that roared and torched the city gates. But worry not, as I am currently devising a cunning plan to recover those funds, and perhaps add a few more to the coffers.
It seems Eric mostly forgot about the dragon and more so remembered or imagined playing chess against the local clockwork mice. At least he had a fun time. But he did like the entertainment. The river drop is flooding a large part of the country. We need help from the church and the army. Uh-oh. This is a dangerous position for Eric to be in. He's pretty low on several stats.
Aboon. The mere mention of chaos makes my wicked heart race with glee. The river drop hath overflowed, a catastrophe to rival even the most dramatic tragedies in medieval epics. Of course we must marshal our forces, the church and the army shall be summoned forthwith. Let us see how this unfolds, dear king, for there is always a silver lining amidst the flood waters of calamity. MW ha ha ha.
Alright, Eric marches the army. He made it 20 years. I'm impressed. Uh-oh. He has to say no here. If he says yes, it's all over. He does not have the funds for this. Let's see. Let's see if Eric can successfully continue his reign after 21 years in power.
Ah, dear monarch. Of course, my most regal and formidable liege. The crumbling of such a prestigious structure is merely an opportunity to showcase the true might of our realm. Let us gather the finest architects and masons in a grand spectacle of destruction and reconstruction. Chaos shall reign, but order will triumph in the end. Let's get this chaos ball rolling. Yes.
Alright, Eric has sealed his fate. He wants to build the basilica. Your country is ruined, my lord. Merchants, nobility own everything. The new oligarchy forces you to exile. It's a good score. 22 years in power. He did quite well there. Now he is on George, the third king. Our ship has been quarantined. It may be the plague. Shall we quarantine the whole port? Now, Eric has already answered a similar question with the first king. We'll see how he does it this time.
Ah, King Felipe. Always thinking strategically, aren't we? Quarantine the entire port, a most intriguing proposition. Why not flood it with a tide of chaos, let the rats do the work for us and then feast on their panic-stricken screams, but I digress. If you insist on a simple yes or no, I would say, no, my liege. Let the plague spread its wings and dance with the innocent souls. It's all part of the grand game.
Eric really likes the plague. I think both times he wanted to release the plague on the city. Uh-oh. It's the Black Death. That's not good. We don't know what to do with all the corpses. Burn the dead or close the castle gates.
Aboon, my dear king. A splendid opportunity for a bit of creative problem solving, and wouldn't you agree? Let us first burn the deceased to purge their vile essence and quell any lingering plague. Then focus on the living. Strengthen our defenses, fortify our medicine, and rally our people. Alas, closing the castle gates, only fools barricade themselves in times of chaos. They miss out on the true fun. Now let's dance with this crisis, my liege, and watch as our kingdom thrives under our iron fists.
Alright, he is not closing the castle gates. Uh-oh. The plague is decimating your population. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the plague is killing way too fast. Eric will not be able to answer in time. Nope, he can't answer in time, but he needs to fix this plague real quick.
Ah, the infamous loose tongue. It appears our jester has me this match in the form of a wayward trebuchet. However, dismemberment might beat ad harsh king. Perhaps a stern talking to and a new set of gears for his head would suffice. After all, humor is the lubricant of peace, and we wouldn't want to grind our kingdom to a halt now, would we? Question.
Alright, Eric does not want to be hasty. Uh-oh, the peasant's going down. I was playing tennis with a giant. He won. Go away or pay the army. This may be his last year in power. He kind of struggled here.
Ah, my liege, a most peculiar tale indeed. Pray tell me more about this colossal adversary who has bested you in the noble sport of tennis. If I may suggest, perhaps 'tis an opportune moment to enlist our troops to serve as ball boys and secure victory next time, or better yet, unleash a horde of malfunctioning tennis balls upon him. Chaos, after all, is the true winner in any sporting event.
Alright, Eric wants to pay the army to be the ball boys for the tennis match. Uh-oh, the people are famished and unrest is spreading. The plague has finally entered the castle, where it is quite effective at wiping out a large part of the court, you included. Rest in peace, E.R.I.C. reigned. He made it 2 years with the final king, and I believe that means that I have bested the AI evil goon, E.R.I.C., in reigns. I'll do a full breakdown after this to get the exact numbers, and then I'll also tell you what I would have done differently, how I would have changed E.R.I.C., what I would have improved about him to make it a little smoother and a little better. So in this Reigns experiment with me versus the evil robot interloper companion E.R.I.C., got 46 total years across 3 different rulers. 27 years in the first one, 17 years in the second one, and 2 years in the final one. E.R.I.C. got 3 years on the first one, 22 years on the second, and 2 years on the third, for a total of 27, meaning I beat E.R.I.C. by 19 years. This means that I can definitively say that humans can beat a poorly coded AI at 3 a.m. while playing Reigns. There's a couple things I would have done differently in the design of E.R.I.C. that I'll probably do next time. I'd probably use a different LLM for the AI piece of E.R.I.C. The one I used was Mistral, and it was a little slow because I was hosting it locally, and it's a very lightweight one, which makes it very easy to implement, and it's also free. However, if I were to do it again, it would probably be better, or if you were to do this on your own, it might be better to try a slightly heavier duty one. I also have to review some of the code because he was a little slow in responding to my text inputs. Another change would be I would make it so that he could accept my voice into the text box. So essentially that the bot could interpret my voice and I wouldn't have to type out everything, and it would be make it a little more live, a little faster, a little cleaner in the video. Those are the two big ones I'd change. And I would maybe add some kind of image processing as well. That would just make it so that it was a little bit better at playing Reigns, because it kind of struggled. It didn't quite understand that it was playing a game and what the goal of it was. I also didn't explain it to that, and I'm not entirely sure how memory works with this model. I'm not sure if it had any memory. It might have had a very, very limited memory. It was locally hosted. I didn't look too much into the memory, and that's another thing that I would do for next time. Thank you so much for watching, and drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments if you want to see anything similar, if you have any ideas for what you want to see me make next. I'm going to try to put out videos a little more frequently. I've just been very busy recently, which makes it a little hard to get the videos out, especially with the editing. I'm still trying to learn how to do editing at a decent level. But let me know in the comments. Thank you.